Hey guys, and welcome back to Tyranny. Let's get going. We've waffled about for too much. Far too long have we waffled. Wah 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 wah.
Right.
What are you? What are you doing here? What do you mean you haven't heard from Commissioner Ironcore? It's been a full span since we said word to him. As we heard, Master Radix says to keep an eye on the northern pass. That you come through here. For the mercy of Kairos. Don't the soldiers... we don't have enough soldiers to send hunting through the trees for our own damn earth shakers. By Kairos, Iron Anus. It's the fire starter. And those swine finkles in the chorus told me you were a pile of ash. The massive soldier advances, arms spread to grapple you and embrace. I hope this ends in a hug. Latching his arms around your body, Sevius lifts you into the air with the embrace. The North never forgets a friend in need. He places you back down effortlessly as he scooped you into the air, letting out a soft chuckle. Our little camp is overrun with these southern lepers that the voices adopt along the way. Sevius looks out towards the brace of choirmen loitering by the edge of the camp. Probably half of them were fuckers we didn't kill the first time through this valley. Troubling thought. Graven Ash doesn't tell me everything, but I know you're here in official court business. Iron Marshal is running the logistics on this one. I'm just playing slave driver and making sure the patrols stay on schedule. What's your need? I overheard you asking the Earthshaker where the reinforcements have gone. Is there a problem? Yeah, I'm afraid so. Radix, the head of the Earthshakers, is supposed to arrive their group, his most competent spell slingers to help break the stalemate. I don't know what's holding up their arrival, and that worries me. If you're all inclined to lend a hand, we could use some arcane support on our side. Yeah, I could lend a hand. Could you? I knew that Tunon's agent wouldn't fail us in a time of need. I'll mark the last known site of the Earthshaker reinforcements on your map. Good luck hunting Fatebinder. Why do you think the siege is delayed for so long? Insufficient reputation. Well shit, don't look at me. It's not like we had a standing army ready to tackle these idiots. The legion is spread thin across the tiers. Tell me about yourself. Oh fuck's sake. Sorry Binder. Even I know there's no law that can force me into small talk. If you want to make friends, bug someone else. But you just hugged me if... oh, whatever. I don't understand you. You're a weird man. You're an odd one. I don't really think there's many other people that I need to worry about right now. Barracks here. Do you want to talk yet, Barracks? No. Be Iron Marshal. Don't just coddle the impact. Push back with your shield. Take the momentum. Iron Marshal Erinus, field commander, the disfavored, pounds her fist in the air. She calls out to the warriors in the training field. I said, eyes on your opponents. Eyes on your opponent's waistline. If you spend more than a glance checking his footwork, you've lost. This favoured officer turns to you, adjusting her pale golden surcoat. Judging from her uniform, this is Iron Marshal Erinus we're going for. First among equals in Iron Guard, Graven Ash's inner circle of trusted followers, charged with being the duties of leadership, logistics and training. There is rarely a quiet day for the second command of the disfavoured legion. As she clears her throat, they just stay on the top of troops so the skills will rust. It's for their own good, even if they don't believe it. Right, carry on. Because I want to go and check on this this other thing with the Hujimo, what's it? The Earthshaker. Before I go and do the other thing. So that's that's the ruins that we came from. That's the camp. That's the Scarlet Chorus camp, and that's the Northern Clearing. Fuck a duck. Maybe not then. Maybe that's probably not the best, especially considering we're 8 days. I don't fancy traveling 10 hours. I'd much rather see what you've got to say. Greetings, Binder. Here's hoping you've decided to lend your sword to the fight. She scans the camp, muttering under her breath. No matter how much I drill them, they never move with enough urgency. Her tone turns a deeper shade of sour, and I cannot order them to rest for a day, not with the edict looming. She folds her arms, looking at you expectantly. Who's the strongest warrior in your cohort? Modesty demands I admit myself, but if I had to form the legion into one giant phalanx, I'd have Savius the younger and Barak take the corners. Savius has been at this since before I was born. Barak, well, she hesitates. Barak's as tough as they get. He embodies disfavoured fortitude and courage. This war's been hard on him. He's a lot more erratic than I remember. And then there's the armour. It's not exactly regulation, but there's also not much we can do about it. What's the story behind his armour? That's not a pretty sight, by the looks of it. You would think that he was cursed by a drunken forge-bound and sealed away in 100 suits of rusted scrap. The reality is more tragic by far. He woke up with that armour in the aftermath of a hideous defeat in Stalwart. I couldn't venture to guess how it happened. Some whisper that is Barak's prison. Others say that he's become a champion of the disfavoured, though I don't give audience to such speculation. Only Barak could tell you the particulars, mysteries as they are. Seal assigning to me since he's a problem soldier. Oh, when you put it that way, yeah, Barak's perhaps more free-spirited than our recruits, but there's a good reason we kept him in the Legion. He's one of our best. If he acts up, I expect you to set him straight. That shouldn't be too tall of an order for one or two nons chosen. If my pragmatism offends you, so be it. Oh, you're lucky to serve true warriors. Indeed. General Ash, did we get a level there? No, God. General Ash recruits only the best, and he trains as well. You'll not find tiersmen or other lowborn scum in our ranks as you would in Chorus. We're all true warriors born with northern blood and Kairos purpose. That's old nonsense. The way they go about themselves, you would think that the inbred northerners never let their feet touch the ground. Oh, let's talk of something else. What can you tell me about the Ascension Hall? Well, Kairos' edict's directing us to take Ascension Hall. That's what locals call the inner sanctum of the Citadel. Jesus, you don't need to pull that. Look at the posture he's pulling here. The inner sanctum of the Citadel built at the base of Monument Spire. She points east towards the narrow vertical line of stone that rises above all the other points in the horizon. It's also the base camp for the Vendrian Guards, so taking Ascension Hall has always been one of our objectives in putting down this insurrection. But now, we have a life or death reason to make the Citadel our one and only focus. Well, what's your role? I'm the commander of the Iron Guard, swordsman of the disfavoured, and captain of the 3rd Boreal Company. Her voice booms loudly as her titles roll off her tongue. Where have you seen battle? Let's see. Gates of Judgment, Bastard City, quick jaunts through parts of Haven, then on to Stalwart. She looks up at you in a shrug. Finally here, Vendrian's well. Quite a tour it's been. Commander of the Iron Guard, doesn't that make you the second in command next to Ash? That I am. She folds her arms. But I view it very, very distant second, and I have no plans to outlive the immortal grave in Ash. So, while by tradition I am executor, or I suppose executrix of the Legion, I hope to never act on that sacred duty. Make no mistake, Raven Ash is the mind of the disfavoured. I am but his right hand, a student to his military genius. Back to my previous questions. Said you were short on swords, what's the issue? I have brigades amassing along Placid, Echo Call, and Little Tooth crossings. The Vendrian Guard may be able to hold one bridge, but they cannot hold all against a concerted 3-prong attack. I have no right to give you orders, but her words falter, a short cough breaking her flow. But we all die to Kairos' edict should we fail, so I'm not about to let my pride blind me to the value of good help. Well, this is the second major attack. What happened last time? Defeat in detail. We carved a bloody path up to the river, but at that point everyone who charged ahead was lost. We had no chorus backup, there's just a few disfavoured squads. I can't tell you exactly how they were defeated, but we lost the whole assault team. She shakes her head, letting out a long pained sigh. We found bodies washing up the river for days. It's not often the Tearsmen put up such a good fight. It certainly made us re-evaluate the number we'll need to take this valley. Really? Are you sure our scouts didn't give you all sorts of details about the enemy and you chose to disregard our warnings? Well, I'm sure the disfavoured would have heeded any such advice. I've lost slightly reverse on that one, but at the same time I gained favour with the disfavoured, which is kind of funny to say. Maybe the next time won't be so forthcoming. Let's see how many of your precious northern stock survive this war without our intelligence to back them up. Well, don't test me, Fury. This sort of talk gets us nowhere. What's the value of taking the crossing? You can't just march here from the citadel with the Vendrian guard man the riverbanks. Fording troops and supplies through even the narrowest points of the river makes us vulnerable to attack, especially since our armour wasn't built for swimming. She points north towards the mountain spire looming over the horizon. If we can take the river, we have a clear march to the citadel, and Ascension Hall will be ours in no time. The disfavoured need my help? Try to pour salt in my pride. We left Fort Resolution with 100 on 100, and there have been no reinforcements or reserves. 100 on 100, that's a 100 square, isn't it? I keep throwing warriors back into battle before they're properly rested, so yes, I need to rely on all our allies, especially since most of our allies are conscripted tiersmen, worse than useless. If the disfavoured didn't take every opportunity to insult the Scarlet Chorus, perhaps you'd find our help more forthcoming. Shut your snout, filthy mongrel. I won't suffer childish japes at my camp. Well, she's got a point. Disfavor constantly mock the Scarlet Chorus. Disfavored have history, pedigree, proper training, all the things these southern conscripts lack. We didn't train for decades to be peers and equals to these traitor tiersmen. We've lived lives of dedication to Kairos, and the Chorus accepts any fickle coward too fearful to die by their convictions. What you're seeing here is disfavored bigotry at its finest. I'm somehow at fault because my country wasn't conquered before I was born. Forget that I chose Kairos, forget that I chose the Scarlet Chorus, forget that I chose to fight off rapists and killers to earn my place in the army, just for the disfavored to call me a worthless turncoat to my face. No one gave me a suit of armour that I could hide behind, no one issued me a sword and a measure of authority. I took everything that I have, and I fight every day to keep it. Fucking northern swine. My frustration was aimed at those in the Chorus who accept Kairos lightly. The disfavored commander withdraws half a pace. Like loyalty were some shifting breeze. That'll help. And a plan might just work. The Iron Marshal lifts her gauntlet to her face, shifting her eyes from you to the metal articulations. We are loath to work with those who do not share our training and our values, but we know Tunon the Adjudicator selects only the most capable minds for his court, and I trust you will honour us all in the field. Antio will be leading the charge at the Echo Call crossing. Assisting you will be Barak of the Stone Shields. She points to a heavily armed soldier standing sentry at the edge of the training field. Before you ask, no, the Forge-bound weren't sloshed on Dapple Seed when they fitted his armour. He survived the full force of the Edict of Storms, and this armour doesn't exactly come off. Tactically it's quite brilliant, but otherwise it's something of a curse. Tapping her helmet twice, Irenios signals to the hulking present. Barak, come meet the Fatebinder. The soldier that Jesus. His armour just looks like swords wrapped around him. The soldier that steps up to you better resembles an amalgamation of rusted blades and mismatched pieces of armour fused into a vaguely human shape. He reeks of sweat, feces, and whatever oil treatment keeps him flexible. Ugh.
Fatebinder, the Iron Marshal has tasked me with keeping you alive, and I have no intention of disappointing her. That should be enough assurance for anyone.
An honour.
Barak, is that you under there? I had no idea you were in Vendrian's well. Fatebinder, do you know this walking anchor?
I know him as well as I knew anyone during the conquest.
Change. When the tiers are fully under our command, I'll take you to whatever passes for a watering hole in this forsaken country. We'll drink the local swill to honor the fallen.
I like this guy.
Forget the fallen. I know a great brothel in Lethian's Crossing where we can watch something rise, then fall, then rise again.
It's either the sun or some titties. The Fatebinder will be joining us for the push across the river. I figured an extra hand might help. And more importantly, if my worries come true and the Chorus tries to impede the mission, we'll have an observer from the courts on our side.
It's just my luck that I'm assigned to one of Tunon's legal clerks. I'm sure you think the rules don't apply to you, but I'm counting on you working with me and my squad to stop these oathbreakers.
I asked that Barak accompany you there to arbitrate the cooperation between his company and the Scarlet Chorus. Barak, you've been with that cohort since the last battle of Stalwart. It's time we gave you a task more worthy than hauling wagons and leading training drills. She plants her hands on her hips and speaks clipped official terms. Ash has assigned you to the Fatebinder's service. You're to assume this task is ongoing until we find a more permanent spot for you. which could very well mean the swiftly approaching end of this war, or when the Fatebinder dismisses you, is understood. Back regards the Iron Marshal in oppressive silence. That's an order, Back. She shakes her head and sighs, returning her focus to you. He can be as stubborn as pulling a spire out of the earth. He's a good soldier. Hope you don't mind the company. I'm honoured to have a member of the Legion by my side. Gain favour with the disfavoured and gain loyalty with Barak. Yay! We're at 1. Excellent, I look forward to your success in the field. That was a nightmare to get up to 1 anyway. Yay, I've now got 3 peeps. Oh, he's got a level. You have unspent talent points. Of course I have. I've got other points as well. Okay, so Barak looks like... Let's go into options and see what he's got. Okay, so he's sword and board. Sword and board. What's that? Marshberry. Oh, cool. So he's sword and board. So that is just strength and defense. Resolve is... What's he got? The Edict of Execution. Can he use me? Fused iron boots, fused iron gauntlets. I like that. I like that it's like stuck on him. So what's the Edict of Execute? I can't see. Whatever. That gives him more health, etc., more accuracy. Let's give him a touch more strength. Oh, there you go. The Overlord has decreed that all in the valley... oh, right, okay. So that's my edict that I read out. Alright, so we can go either Punisher or Sentinel. Okay, so we've got a taunt there. He's got striking iron already. So do we want a tank, or do we want to just push out as much damage as possible? Ooh. Fierce demeanor. Barak becomes intimidating force in the battlefield, and enemies nearby that attack him have enemies nearby just have the resolve resist. Oh, that's cool. So you can have him as basically, yeah. I kind of like having a taunt as well. That's pretty good. I think I want to make Barak a... I want to make him into a tank of sorts. But saying that, he can't change his armor. No, let's cancel that then. Let's go with the engagement attack. That seems good. It's an attack of opportunity when people attack him. Alright, and this is the quest that we've got. That's the one at the river. And that's the other thing. Okay. But before we move on to the next area, I'm going to call it an episode there. So, as always, thanks a lot for watching. I've been CG, been awesome, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.